Well, it is June of 2012. Wave Studio is due to release next month in July of 2012, and I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that it actually does well for itself. I'm hopeful that we can port it to something or other or do whatever. I hope it makes good money. Because we are making money at the minute. We are absolutely making money. We are making enough that I was able to do this to this building. As you can see, I've decided to expand it a little bit, and I've moved the printing up to the top floor. And then we have 2 extra spaces for development in the middle. And then on the bottom, servers. A lot of them. A lot of servers. We are spending so much money on the internet. Almost $2 million on the internet alone, which is kind of nuts. All of the construction cost me $3.8 million. And even with that, we still made $6.2 million last month. Now, admittedly, most of that's from Army Trials Lite, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. We're porting it to a bunch of things at the minute. We're working in Tank Base X. We're working Army Strike. We're doing a lot of things that I think will be very, very good for Nerdresoft. I'm so hopeful that we can do good things with Wave Studio. I'm really hoping to see it actually sell like crazy. So we're going to speed things up. We're going to hope that that Wave Studio actually does very good. We're going to hope that the quality is what it needs to be, that it's releasing at the right time. All of that stuff is what we're hoping for. So let's release it. We're immediately supporting it. And I don't know if we need to market this or not, to be totally honest. So Wave Studio market, I don't market. It's Smileblow dealing with it. It's good. It's not outstanding. It is good, which is right there with Tank Base Ultra 9, which was also good, but has become my most profitable release. So really, I can't complain too much, to be totally honest. I'm hoping for good things is what I'm hoping for. I'm really hoping for some good things here. I'm really hoping for some good things. I guess what we do now that that's done is we get the Wave team to have a look at it and see if we can port it to a couple of things. So we'll have the Wave team do that. I want to go by releases, and annoyingly, X isn't available in there. I do want to look though, because it might already be on there. It might not be. Wave Studio might not actually be on X at all. It is not. Interesting. That's bad news. Okay. That is a little bit worrying. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that it's not on there, but that's all right. My employees can't keep up with support for X. They'll manage, I'm sure. That's actually a thing we could do. We could get another service team is what we could do. So maybe that's what we do. Maybe we go in and we say, replace all of these things, or not move furniture. What do I want to do? I want to go ahead and select all of it. So all of those, and then replace them with phones. And then maybe replace this one with the inbox. And let's set this as a new service team space. So I guess this is service 2 is what it can be. So add that as a new team, and we'll just have this be service, how do we rename? Service team 1, or service team A is what we'll do. And then this can be service team B is what we'll do. So team B. All right. So that should be all right. There are how many desks in here? If we have a look, with 20. So we're gonna have 19 people and 1 leader. So let's hire a leader specializing in HR, high salary, begin looking. And compatibility wise with core team, we've got pretty good here. So we've got multitasking, which is improve effectiveness with support and marketing. I feel like we kind of need, I feel like that might be a good one. So support and marketing tasks. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. Oh, but this is kind of what we're looking for. File bug reports, handle 2 support tickets, chance to fix a bug. Okay. I guess this is their leadership skill. Handle hiring, that seems like a good shot. So Reggie Cruz, you are going to be hired to service team B is what you're going to be. So there we go. That should be Reggie in there now. So if we go to HR management, we want to get 19 people in service. We want them specialized in support, preferably as young as possible, with a medium salary or a high. Let's do a high salary, and we'll see how that goes. Handle wages, handle all that stuff. We don't need to worry about that. Education level, we'll do 5 of them, and budget can be 15,000, and that should be fine. So let's go to employees. Let's go to Reggie Cruz. Let's change your role to leader, and then I guess sort of all of that secondary, and we should see service team B go up to 20 people. Although we need to say that Reggie is assigned to this desk. So REG, Reggie Cruz is going to be on that desk. So that should be fine. That should be fine. Let's have a little look at service team B. 20 people. All right. So service team B can go ahead and be assigned to Zip is what I'm thinking. So we'll put them on there. We can get them on Tank Base as well. We can get them on X as well. And then we can put them on Wave Studio as well. So that, as of next month, is going to be more than double the support for everything that we have, everything we release. That should be good. That should be very, very good, is what we're hoping for anyway. All in all, though, I think it's fair to say, like, we're still making considerable money. I don't even know. What have we got here? Wave Studio, we think it's great value. What did it do? It did 1.6 million. That's honestly not bad. That's honestly not bad. It's not as good as it has been. It's still being ported to a bunch of things, but that's okay. I'm actually quite pleased with that, to be totally honest. I didn't assign my support team anywhere, did I? Switch team, service B, and limit usage to service. There we go. Actually, no, don't limit usage to service. Anyone. There we go. So service team B should eventually make their way in there. There we go. They're slowly getting the hang of things. I guess this space here, we've got another retiree. This here is a lounge, and it's going to be for service team B. What have we got? Mason Robles from the core team. A lot of people from that core team going. A lot of people from that core team going. Let's get a designer. Let's go for 3D. Let's begin looking, and it's going to be for the core team. Compatibility wise, I'm thinking we go for you, and that should be fine. So that should sort the core team a little bit. Core team probably has a really interesting dynamic at the minute. I've not been paying attention to what exactly it is that they do. So yeah. We might need to sort of restructure them at some point. I think it's going to be fair to say, but we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Anyway, good news is that iteration 4 of Army Strike is almost done. We have 308 million right now. Good lord. What's that going to push us up to next month? 308 goes to $325 million. We made 16 million last month, 23 million in sales. Army Trials Lite, 10.5 million. Good lord. Oh wow, Wave Studio just did 4.2 million as well. Okay. Tank Base Ultra 9 is still doing 1.9 million. Zip is near a million. X is 2 million. So that's honestly not bad. That's honestly not bad. I'm actually really pleased with that. I'm really pleased with that. An employee's not having their social needs met. You were on the Zippy team. So we kind of need to deal with this social problem. Because they're definitely not happy. You're also going to be retiring soon, which is a bit of a worry. Yeah, you're 62. Hold on a minute. So you're 62. You're 62. You're 59. You're 60. You're 59. You're 61. That's going to be a bit rough when they all retire. Oh, I'm all gray, or I'm getting there. What age am I? I'm 52. What about you? What age are you? You're 61. You're going to be retiring soon as well. Oh, man. What age are you? How long have you been with the company? You're 54. Yeah, we really are. Oh, man. I guess the company's been around for what? Nearly 40 years? Wow. Okay. It kind of just hit me. That was also really, it was almost an Owen Wilson. Wow. That wasn't very good. Wow. There you go. It's still bad. It's still bad. I feel embarrassed. All right. We're going to move on. Is what we're going to do. We're going to move on swiftly. We made even more money last month. 19 million in profits there. Where does that put us in the worth chart? Oh, we are close to Doc Digital. Where did they come from? I feel like they weren't at the top the whole time. I might have missed something. They have 11 products. We have distribution for them as well. What have they released? They're just, what? Hold on a minute. They just do games. They just do games. Relatively expensive games at that. But they're just making games. They did a bunch of RTS games back in the day. Which honestly, I wonder if they'll give me that IP. Oh yeah, Kingdom Front 5 is gonna happen on X exclusively. 100% doing that. 100% doing that. Okay. So yeah, you guys are working actively on developing Tank Base X. What we're gonna do is go to releases. Where's Kingdom Front 5? Or Kingdom Front 4. So it was 81 was the last one. So let's make Kingdom Front 5. Oh my god. I'm actually kind of excited about this. Let's use an existing framework if we can. We have Core RTS from 2010, which doesn't have a great tech level, honestly. Can we do 3D graphics in here? We can do all of this. It's still about 2 years. That's okay. Adaptive, do all this stuff. Physics. It's an RTS. Does it need 3D graphics? I guess it doesn't need VR is what I'm thinking. It probably doesn't need procedural generation either. It doesn't really need an increased tech level. So we'll just do multiplayer with a 2007 tech level. 2D graphics. I mean, I feel like the audio needs to come forward. So we're gonna bring the audio as up to date as we possibly can. The 3D graphics are fine. The 2D graphics, we're bringing that right up to date as well, is what we're doing. Approximately you know what? Bring up the game design as well. It's going to take approximately 3 years. Apparently the predecessor was an open world RTS game, so we're going to do that. We're going to give physics. Dialogue trees, we can take the dialogue trees out of there, I think. I do want an advanced HUD. I do want that. An open world RTS with facial animations. I feel like we don't need facial animations to be... Well, cutscenes though. Yeah, we'll probably do that. Okay. Adaptive music. I don't really think we need it, but whatever. That's fine. So this is going to run on the store server, I guess, and then we'll do the SCM. That's fine. Kingdom Front 5. I think we're just going to keep that name, and I'm going to make it like $65. That seems fine. I like that. So next page, 2D editor is going to have to be, let's see. It's not really going to be any of these, is it? Because none of these have the tech level that we're looking for. Paint XL is going to limit my tech level to 1993 for 2D graphics. Unfortunately, that means I can't really do much with it. The 3D thing is 2004 tech level, limited kind of again. And the audio tool is Wave Studio, which is 2003. At least, you know, it brings the audio quality up a little bit. Operating system wise, fortunately, we can put this on X. So I'm going to just exclusively put this on X, then port it after the fact. That does limit the potential consumers to 215,000 at the moment. But that's kind of okay, is what I'm thinking. There are a lot of operating systems. We are not the most popular. And they've been releasing quite regularly. This is going to be a console. You know what? Let's do a console operating system, which will be X. Let's do I don't know, OptiStop for a mobile operating system, and then let's do, wow, Sloth 4 is actually surprisingly popular. That's annoying because it released before me, and it's a piece, it's a console one. Let's do Tiger 4 for a computer operating system, which surprisingly, there's not been any computer operating systems in a few years, so we're definitely due a new one. So let's also, I guess let's do Sloth View as well. That'll leave us a few that are not quite as popular, or a few more popular ones to port to after the fact is what I mean to say. I think this will be okay. We've got 100% interest. This is an RTS game, so we're giving it to the RTS team is what we're doing. Approximately 4 years. It's missing a level 2 3D artist, which has me a bit worried. And I think we'll do our own publishing. So we'll develop that level 2 3D artist. There is no level 2 3D designer. Okay. So the RTS team needs a level 2 3D designer. So you are, let's see. So this is the RTS team. We could expand the RTS team. This room's not being used. FPS team. What are you not working, not qualified? Why are you there though? Why are you there from the Wave team? Okay, that's interesting. There's a couple of people just kind of sat about. What if we expanded the RTS team? Because it's currently automated, right? RTS has HR, has not got hiring. Interesting. Okay. That's a little worrying, but okay. I think we could do this. I really do. We have a decent number of desks in here, right? We have 21. So we could do 21 over here as well and have this team kind of split in two is what I'm thinking. So if we were to go and say, oh, let me think about this. Let me even think about this. So we're going to be doing Kingdom Front 5. We need system, we need 3D. We need 3D designers. So let's go ahead and say that this room here is going to be RTS. I don't really care what they do. I want to hire some employees. I want to look for designers. I want to look for 3D. And I want to put them on my RTS team. So if we have a look at compatibility, we've got you. You are pretty good and you are hired. You are very good and you're hired as well. So that should solve some of the issues with Kingdom Front. It needs some system, it needs some 3D, audio, and networking. So let's do the same there. So a bit of system, and we'll begin looking. I mean, again, you're pretty good. You've got a lot of stuff you can do there. So we'll hire you. We'll hire you. And let me see. We could maybe hire you as well. So that'll give us a bunch of programming stuff there. Speaking of programming, let's have ourselves a little bit of a look and just do system again. Actually, let's do 3D programming here. So begin looking. Let's see. Compatibility is good. That's probably fair enough. Let's just look again because I want to see if we can get better than good. I don't think we're going to get better than good. That's normal. You're going to be hired as well. There we go. So that'll be, I think, a good little expansion to the RTS team just to get them going a little bit faster and a little bit better there. We're going to have to get some proper HR management on that team as well, but that'll be later down the line is what that'll be. Let me have a quick look here. Do we have a leader? We do. We have Mason Ray ready to be educated. Automation, boost team compatibility. Let's do that. That should be, there we go. So these guys are all split between the two rooms now. That should mean that Kingdom Front 5 honestly should not be all that hard to develop. It's over halfway done, which is good. Army Strike is almost done as well. So all in all, I mean, well, it's almost done with its design is what I mean to say. All in all, I'm quite happy with where we're at right now. Having a look at all companies and sorting by worth, we are almost the most valuable company in terms of worth. These guys, oh wow, they put out two in, oh, I've just noticed what they've been doing. They're doing 2 games every so December 2003 they do 2 games. both of which wind up with a combined profit of 250 million. Then 4 years later, in December again, they do 2 games, one of which is mediocre and makes 182 million. And then 3 years later, they do 2 more games. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I also like that it was just their first game that kind of propelled them forward a little bit. They're just doing, it's just mediocrity, or whatever it is, mediocrity, that is getting these guys to do things as well. They're not very good, which is interesting. Anyway, Army Strike is ready to develop, so we're going to push that into its alpha there and see how that ends up going. Hopefully very well. Also just noticed Army Trials Lite, 13 million. That might be the best thing we've ever purchased. That's all sorts of ridiculous. Also, Wave Studio making some good money too. Can't really complain there. Really cannot complain there about what Wave Studio is doing for us. Tank Base, actually nearly done. RTS team might need a bit more in terms of network programming. So let's go programmer, network, begin looking, and compatibility is good. So we'll grab you, and we'll grab you, and I think we'll grab you as well. There we go. So that should boost the networking capabilities of that team. Oh, hello. We've got a couple of people retiring from Service and Zippy. So let's go to Service, Support, and have a quick look for my service team A right there. And we'll just go for, I don't know, who's the youngest we have here? 45? Oh boy. All right, well, you're hired, I guess. And then you were Zippy team. So what does the Zippy team need right now? They could maybe use, I don't really know, actually. I guess another, they don't need audio, do they? Networking, I guess. I think they're good everywhere else. So let's just get them a network designer or a network programmer, something like that. So programming, network, that's fine. Begin looking, and Zippy team right there. So compatibility is good. I think that will do. Speaking of the Zippy team, they aren't doing anything right now. So Zip, let's start. Let's maybe port it to start with, because there are a few platforms we could put it on that might help it along a little bit. And then let's start making a sequel to Zip, I think. I'm thinking Zip 2. Yeah, I think Zip 2 is what we'll do. We'll do it in Roman numerals, though, because we can and because we're fancy like that. In terms of tech level, I'm curious to see what happens if I say I want everything without a framework, because I kind of do. So about approximately 2 years. And if we do a new framework, still approximately 2 years. Okay. Let's do this as core AV, and let's do let's just do core AV, because I think the other one was NerdResoft core AV. Let's make this thing $55. It's going to run on the store server. It's going to be on the source control server. And this should be all right. I think we can make this work. 2D editor is going to be slightly tricky. We can get a 2006 tech level on the interface. It's currently a 2010, but that's all right. And then for here, we can't actually put it on X, and I'm not sure why. That has me a little bit worried. Okay, let's just do it on all of those operating systems. Approximately 3 years. Maybe not all of those operating systems. Let's just do it on this one. I'm not really sure why we can't do it on X. X clearly doesn't support something here, which has me a little worried. Not entirely sure how to feel about X not actually being able to support this, but that's fine. And I guess let's start developing Zip 2 and see how that comes along. Hopefully very well. Let's prioritize porting Zip first, though. And yeah, I don't know. I'm a little concerned that X apparently doesn't support something. I'm actually thinking we might want to start working on a sequel to X. Might not be a bad idea. Operating system, I mean, it's still making money. Make a sequel, X2, I guess is what we call it. And we just do like X squared, essentially. Even though it's technically the, or what about XI? So it's technically called 11. And then we can just call, yeah, so that one, oh, we're going to go awkward with it. We're doing the iPhone thing. So this one was called X, and then this one's actually just called 11. Or like, I don't know, XiOS or something. I don't know if I want to do iOS in there. Could do a lowercase. We'll do XI is what we'll do. It's a console operating system. And what would it take if I want... So we've got all this stuff that was in the previous one, right? All of this stuff right here. It supported like everything, I guess. It had networking, it had audio, has all this stuff. Approximately 5 years. If we were to use an existing framework such as Engine X, what does that do for us? Approximately 3 years. Interesting. Okay. Recommended designers, 7. Programmers, 13. Artists, 1. Not bad. Unfortunately, that network right there, I want to bring that up a little bit. Bring that up to date. Audio, I would like to bring up to date as well. So we're still at approximately 3 years. Systems, probably fine. Interface, I think, needs to come up as well. What if we do a new... Oh, approximately 6 years. Never mind. Never mind. Let's just do Engine X. Approximately 3 years. We'll just... I don't know. Do I want to make another one? I think networking needs to come forward. I think networking is going to be like the big part of this one. 3D rendering, I want to bring forward as well. Even though there's like nothing in there for it, but we're going to support 3D rendering. And yeah, I think that'll be okay. So XI or whatever it's called, X11, I guess technically, and let's just make it $135 is what it's going to be. So if we go to next, 109 million potential consumers. We don't need to change anything there. And I guess it goes to the core team is what we can do. I'm not really sure on that. I guess core team for the time being. We can expand it. We'll eventually put it on its own team, but we'll just kind of have that down there getting developed slowly for a little while, I suppose. Not really. I don't know. I am not really sure what to do. We're making ridiculous amounts of money still. We are so close to being that most valuable company. Do you guys have... I own your stocks already. Interesting. And if I sold them, I get 100... Okay, so essentially what I've done here is if I ever lose all my money, I can sell the stocks that I own in quite a few companies. So slide tab here. You guys are kind of doing all right. You released this in December last year. You've not made a profit on it. That is worrying. That's a little worrying that their most recent IP has not, or their most recent release hasn't done much for them. The one, actually, their most recent 2 in the grand scheme of things, because they're going from, 96 million, 69 million to 16 million. And then admittedly, in a space of a couple of months, they haven't made a profit, but they have sold 100,000 units. I am a little worried about Slide Tap. They have slipped a little bit in their work lately, is what it would seem. I'm also thinking Tank Base X. We're going to start marketing. We're going to say it's going to release in, let's say, February of 2014. And that gives us a year to finish it. We can go ahead and start putting out some releases and builds and all that stuff. That way we can hopefully get a really good look at it from the press and see what they think. So we'll get that press release finished tomorrow or next month technically. And again, hopefully we're going to see some good stuff there. Let me see. 204 followers. That's honestly not terrible. We have 4 deals as well. Marketing, meh. Printing, 6 million by December. You know what? I'll take all of them and we'll hope for the best. This can come right down. This can come right down. And we should be able to do both of those. Or rather, all 3 of those is what I'm hoping for. Another 15 million from Army Trials Lite there, by the way. Just want to point that out. Still making ridiculous amounts of money is what it's doing. Also, press release goes out Now that thing's actually starting to gain some good followers, which is good. It is 11 months out from release. About to be now 10 months out from release, and it's actually very nearly done in the grand scheme of development. Bit of system still left to do. Networking very nearly done. Code is 99%, so very, very well, it's done. There we go. Let's get it reviewed just very, very quickly, because I want to just double check that it's actually okay. I want it to be a 10 out of 10, because I kind of want it to be a system seller. So it is a 9.9. You know what? That'll do. That's fine. We're going to keep that in beta. And I think what we're honestly going to do is we're going to put a little more priority into Kingdom Front 5. Because it's our next RTS that we're doing. Tank Base X is going to be... I mentioned that the next game would probably just be Tank Base. I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll leave Tank Base alone for a couple of years. It's going to be releasing in 2014. We'll bring it back in 2020, and it's just going to be Tank Base is what it's going to be. It's going to be it's a reboot to the franchise. And then, you know, basically Nerdsoft is spending the time. We bought the Kingdom Front IP. We know people love that franchise. A lot of retro gamers still praise Kingdom Front today, and a lot of new gamers yet to experience Kingdom Front. A story that was unfinished for 15 years or however long it happened to be. We are going to finish the Kingdom Front saga with Kingdom Front 5, and then we're going to reboot it as well, because we're a modern developer with no original ideas. That's that got very real, didn't it? Very real. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. That is that's fine. How are we looking? 14 million there. Less than a million for X this month. That's a bit depressing. Zip still has a good number of active users. 111,000 for Tank Base Ultra 9, 177 for X, and 197 for Wave Studio. Wave Studio, by the way, is on everything, right? Let's just, who's going to be doing this? Wave Team. You guys probably want to get that on Tiger 5. So let's do that. Army Trials Lite. Let's get, that's an RTS, so give that to the RTS team, and let's start getting that in a few more systems there. X doesn't get ported. Zip, I guess we do want to make sure it gets ported, which it has been. Then Tank Base Ultra 9 is still making money, so let's give that to the RTS team as well, and get that on all of these modern systems here, and see if we can keep that selling. And Paint XL, I guess, give that to the core team and move it up to a new system as well. So a bunch of porting jobs. I'm actually going to say that all of these are going to be priorities. And also there was a button. I don't remember what button it was. Was it right click? Yes, someone mentioned loads of episodes ago that I can right click the little up arrow and it'll automatically go to 10. So whoever that was, thank you so much. I completely forgot to mention it several episodes ago, but I did see it, and, you know, we just got around to using it there, so that's good. And yeah, I am really hoping that, I mean, we're still making ridiculous money. I'm just thinking that Army Trials Lite going to 3 more platforms is going to continue to make ridiculous money. Lost someone else from the core team after 26 years. Alrighty. I don't know what the core team's missing. I really don't. Core team probably going to be missing a few things. What do we need for this? Network, we need a bit of 3D. We kind of have everything. I don't know what we're really lacking for the core team. So yeah, I really have no idea. I do need to get around to getting a leader. I've been saying that for so long. Let's just go for a designer. Let's go for networking, and let's begin looking for a core team networker. You will absolutely do. There we go. So that's a networker into the core team. Also, the design, I realize, for this is going along really fast. Iteration 2 is almost done. I suppose it did say it would only take like 3 years to do it, so... Oh wow, that's going so fast. I guess I can't complain. There's no sense complaining, it's a good thing. Also, are we the most valuable company? We are so close. They are actually pulling ahead. We're actually really close to being $1 billion company. Not so much in terms of bank balance, but in terms of everything else. Also, what are we getting interest right now? We're really only getting 114,000 in interest? Really? How much do we have in here? 69 million in the savings account. Okay, I'm gonna also go up to 100% contents insurance because I think we can afford it right now. And I think we're also gonna have a look at employee benefits. I think the pension needs to go up a little bit to like 50, to be totally honest. So we'll do 50 and apply. Life insurance is gonna be, I don't know, 25,000 per death. Health insurance is going to be 15,000 per hospitalization. Minimum raise, don't care. Vacation months, not really wanting to increase that. Paid vacation, sure. Free food, yes. Christmas bonus, no. Company car is slightly tempting. Can we afford 4,000 per employee? I feel like we might not be able to do that. But sure, let's try a company car for everybody. I'm a little nervous about this. It might break me, but we're gonna find out what exactly it does. I do want everybody, I want them all to be happier, you know? I really do. I want them all to be happier, so... Oh, wait, we're being robbed. Really? Where are they going? What are you... Oh, they're stealing in there. We don't have security cameras in there. You kidding me? Wait, do we? We have police? Oh, we do have police. Good. Okay. We do have security cameras in there. All right, they got. That's fine. Okay, so I'd like my things back, to be honest. Let's see. It wasn't worth much. That's fine. They only took some plants. All right, so the company car is just a green sedan, apparently. All right. I don't mind that. It'd be nice if I could pick the color of it, but I'm honestly not too worried about that. That's fine. That is totally fine. Just a green sedan for everybody. I imagine they're going to be happy about it. You know, I would be. Company car and all that. You've just had the benefits at your company improved massively because the company is a multi-million-dollar company at this point. I feel like that's good. I feel like we're in a good spot here. I really, really do. Anyway, let's have another little look at our finances. It is dropping. It is fair to say that we are losing. We're not losing money. We're getting less in terms of profits for sure. Tank base. When was that due to release? February 2014. I thought for a second I might have sat on that a little bit. Let's do another press release and let's do another press build. And let's get marketing to keep hyping it as well. Just so that, you know, so that we don't lose too many followers is what I'm thinking there. Also going to prioritize the press release for it as well, because I kind of do want to make sure that it's a good press release. There we go. So that's good. Marketing going to be a little bit slow on our games and our operating system, but that's okay. Release that. We're doing good. Currently not losing followers, gaining followers, if anything. And we have some deals too. Print jobs. 4 million by December 2013. I'm going to say no. I am going to say no to that because I just don't think we can do it. If I'm totally honest. Oh, wow. They are really pulling ahead. Have they released? When did they release something? They must just be making incredible amounts of money, or they're doing something. I don't know what they're doing. They're bidding 3.2. They want a lower offer, do they? Can I negotiate for a 5% offer? Is that a thing I can do? Offer? They've accepted. We've gone up to 5%. Not bad. Can I get a deal with Smile Blow by chance? 0.5? No, we're not going to do that. What are you guys going to bid? 2.4? I want 5. They've accepted. Okay, so we're up to 5% royalties. You guys are offering 2.5. I want 5 flat. There we go. So up to 5% in those deals. Shine Slam Corp. Can I get something from you? 2%. I want 5. And they've accepted. Okay. Not bad. I'm gonna Offer Smile Blow. They're offering 0.5. I'm going to offer 5 flat. They're not interested. Yeah, I didn't think they would be. That's fine. Punch Corp. Did we... Yeah, we have to wait a month. We just did that one. Let's go for you guys as well, and let's see if we can go for 5 on this. 5.1. They bid 2.9. I'm going to offer 5.1. There we go. So we got that deal as well. All right. So we've got a new deal with these companies. We're going to be pushing a few more products, but we're getting even more money from the royalties and from the distribution deals. So I'm wondering if we can continue to negotiate that higher and higher as the months go by, because that would be kind of cool. Like, basically, take the Steam approach and just make our money from these deals. That would be really interesting. For example, at the minute, distribution is minus 1.2 million, so that's not bad, I guess. Could be worse, I guess. Could be a lot worse. So yeah, I guess I'll just not complain too much about that, because it really could be just so much worse. Anyway, I think we're in a really good spot here. I think we're going to be doing Tank Base X in February. I think Army Strike, I might try and go for I might try and have Army Strike be like December 2014. In fact, I think we're going to market it as that. We're going to say December 2014. It is an FPS though, so hold on a minute. Upcoming releases, December 2014. We have an FPS game. Okay. Okay. November. Or no, let's we don't have any FPSs in the middle of the year, but it seems like it's a bit risky. It's October. It is October. I don't know if this will be done in time. Is my worry. I don't know if the FPS team's got it in them to do it. Let's do October. Let's try and undermine that other FPS a little bit. We might not be able to do it, but we're going to find out. We're going to market it. We're going to send out a press build, and we are going to sincerely hope that this works out for us. We're going to sincerely hope that that people are actually excited for this. Let's see how Army Strike's doing. It's bad. Oh no. Oh no, we just put out a release date as well. Oh no, we put out a release date, we put out a press build, we put out a press release. Oh no. Oh, I didn't think about that. I got a little carried away. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. How's the Army Strike's press build been reviewed? Not well known. Haven't heard about it. They'll have to polish it, but it has all the new features. Should release next October. So it's less than a year out, and the the Software Times is like, yeah, there's a lot of work to do. It can be done. It can be done in a year. But I don't know if we can do it in a year.